Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome. Welcome to Heart of a Hobbit here on the Lotro Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Lotro stream. In case you don't know where you are or how you got here, I am your host, Little Redhead, and I'll be taking you around the world of Middle Earth, at least part of it, today. And we are on the Treebeard server. Yeah, that will do. Ta-da! Fix the words up above over there. So, oh, and I've got my cute little outfit on, my little baker's outfit for the anniversary festival. The anniversary festival is still going, and normally Lotro festivals go for about 3 weeks. That's kind of their normal length of time, normal duration. But because, oh hi, Kato has decided to join us. Casper's already laying down here next to me. So we'll see how that goes. So with all the issues that happened, the delays and whatnot, with all the transfers, that they went ahead and then extended the anniversary festival for like a week or two. And then because there's been delays in getting Sting out, and then the new server, another new server, and also because they tried to make a change to the festival where they added some new missions, which is exciting. We're going to go check those out today. But one of the problems is it made a difference to the anniversary wrapper. So now you have to do, instead of 7 things, you have to do 10, which is not correct. And then they also ended up borking it so that instead of doing 10 in total, which could include any of the quests and or any of the missions, it's it did and. So you have to do 10 quests and 10 missions. So that's not right. Anyway, so they've extended the festival until I think like June 1st or June 2nd. So that's cool. But we are going to go check out the missions today. So let me go ahead and grab my Hobbit gift. So my Hobbit gift, it gave me some virtue experience, and it gave me a tome of tracking. I am a hunter, and I have my own tracking skill. So, and basically that's what that tome is it takes the place of a tracking skill that a hunter would have for people who are non-hunters. But I don't play any other characters basically on the server, so when I get the tome of the tracking, I pretty much just throw it away. So there's Affodil also wearing a cute baker's hat, dyed red to match the scarf. And do you have anything on your back too? Oh yeah, and to match your scarf and your backpack. Very cute. Oop, you ran away. There we go. Nice. Yeah, that's cute. So mine's all the rose colors. So I've dyed the hat with the rose and the jacket. And the cute thing about the thing is it's got like little, let me remove this. It's got cute little ruffs by the feet on the bottom of the, see if you can see there a little bit better. On the bottom of the outfit, it's got little ruffly things. I wonder if I could show you actually a little bit better in my character screen. Hang on. If we look at the feet, there you can kind of see it's got cute little ruffles coming out the bottom of the pants. So when you dye the jacket, it's all one piece. So when you dye the jacket, it comes out with the same detail on the little ruffs that come out from the bottom of the pants. And then I went ahead and dyed the hat. It also does the same thing where it's not the whole thing, it's just the detail that dyes up. But I think it's pretty cute. So we're looking cute in our little bakery outfits here. We're ready to go. All right, so I think, so the question is, do we bother picking up the festival wrapper? Do I already have it anyway? I think we go ahead and pick it up just in case we somehow manage to do 10 things of each. So why not? All right, so I will take us to the party tree, which is where you pick up said wrapper. Oh, and I have totally been ignoring chat. My apologies. Let me pull that in front of me. So if there's anything you want to talk about in the chat about Lotro, feel free to jump in and yeah, anything Lotro related, ideally. All right, so we're here at the party tree, and we're gonna pop over to our good friend Waldo Rumble here, and we're gonna pick up. Now, see, it says participate in anniversary festival activities 7. But so we'll see what happens. I think it does not complete. I think it has issues, but we will find out. And yeah, I picked up everything from the anniversary scavenger hunt. So there we go. All right. Let's go to the Prancing Pony. I can take us to Bree, and then we can just ride up. I mean, hey, if we're gonna do that, we might as well stop by the guys and pick up the fireworks quest along the way. I heard that got fixed. So here, I'll show you all what I'm talking about. Do I have names? There we go. I had names turned off. I'm usually playing over on the Meridoc server, and we go ahead and turn the floaty names off. There, it's just kind of normal, I don't know, thing. Because usually you're doing social stuff, and there's so many people around. Okay, so during the day, this quest is available from a young took, which is inspect the ground at ideal locations for fireworks demonstrations. Called Sparking an Interest is the name of the quest. So this is the one where you're like, oh, hey, look, there's a spot. Let me hop down. Oh, you're already using it? No, thanks. Only one person can use a spot at a time. However, I've heard that it is respawning really fast, a lot faster than normal. So like there may be a spot here that Affodil could do that corresponds to the one up above. There's one here. I'll go ahead and do this one, sure. Hey honey, there's one over there by the dude, and it just went away from me, so that one's yours. Oh, you got one in progress? I'm getting credit for yours. You're getting credit for mine. Other people. That's fascinating. I didn't realize that the fireworks was fellowship achievable. That's really cool. Every so often you run across quests that are like that, and that is awesome. Well, let's see if there's one on the stage, because that's another frequent spot. Nope, not right now. Oh, how about right there? So, honey, why don't you do that, and then we'll see how mine kicks up for you doing it. So right now I'm at 2 out of 6. And then now it says 3 out of 6. That's pretty cool. Oh, I like that. Oh, we're going to the Prancing Pony, aren't we? Eventually. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and make a little progress on this. Oh, this is great. There's 3 right there. They definitely fixed it. Or added more locations or something. That's really handy.
Would you do something?
Alright, well, I'm going to grab that quest. I should have a bunch of them in my inventory, but if not, we can go and collect some letters in a little bit. Bum, 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 bum. Or I could do it after the stream. Doesn't matter. Alright, another fireworks place is often over here. Yep. Cool. Oops. Oh no! I thought I wanted that letter. Fine, I'll grab the letter first. There we go. Okay. So that should be 5. So we just need one more. And there's often one in this little alcove. Oops. Hey, there we go. We'll do that. And that should be 6. Oh, I am so glad that they added more locations and stuff. That is so much better. Now, we're on Treebeard, so everything is, there's not a lot of people on. So it's not like we're fighting with a lot of people for it, but just seeing that there were multiple locations was great, because that was not happening before. So that was really sad. So, Well, hello, Otto in. Let's see. It says, a very hobbity greeting to you, dear. May your stream be as lively as a feast in the Shire. Oh, there's an envelope over here. Hang on. With laughter flowing like the finest ale from the Green Dragon Inn. May your day be bright as second breakfast and twice as cozy. I love it. Oh, honey, I was going to head back towards the Prancing Pony. And here's to good cheer, kind company, and adventures that never lag. I like that. Now off with you, and may your stream be nothing short of legendary. Which is a nice little pun there because I'm on a legendary server. Thank you very much. Those are some very kind words, and I appreciate the Hobbity inspiration. As you are probably able to see, I am playing a Hobbit. And, of course, the show is called Heart of a Hobbit, so there we are. Okay, so I have 8 envelopes on me. Let's go ahead and see what I got. I got a festival invitation. And a festival invitation. And another one. And an unwanted message. Oh, somebody wants those. And a festival invitation. And... all right, cool. Oh, wait. Oh. Yes, I got 6. Whew. All right.
Greetings.
Yay. I'm going to turn that in. So now I have done... oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it says participate in festival anniversary activities. I'm at 1 out of 7. Oh, right, because I didn't actually do anything else. So Otto asks... oh, we're going to Prancing Pony, honey. Oh, you want to go ahead and turn that in? That sounds great. Are you excited for Tales of the Shire? I don't know. So one of the things I really like about Lotro is the open world running around part, but also the interaction with other people. And it looks like Tales of the Shire is going to be very like solo style gaming, which I don't know. That doesn't appeal to me as much as something that can be co-op in some fashion. Now, I'm not sure if they're adding co-op to it or... because, like, okay, so, like, there's other games that I play which aren't, this MMO where anybody in the world can play with anybody in the world. Like, how there's hundreds, thousands, whatever people in Lotro all together at once. You can just run across strangers and things like that. Like, there's other games I play where, you can be on a server or you can invite people to play with you and it's up to 10 people. Like that kind of thing. So I don't know if Tales of the Shire is going to be like that. Okay, so this is something we haven't done yet. So these are new. These are missions that have been added that only happen during the anniversary festival, is my understanding. So these are brand new missions. I've never run these before, but I'm very curious to see what they look like. Okay, so, well, might as well start at the top, yeah? A gift for the North.
Hello, friend.
Okay, so this, he says, in the Shire village of Needlehole, a dwarf, Ulfar, has uncovered a plot to capture a stone troll and give it as a gift to the resurrected Skorgrim Dower Hand in the north. Their plan must not be allowed to proceed, okay? Fortunately, Ulfar has learned where Olvir and his dwarves are camping north of the Rushok Bog. Go there and stop Olvir from achieving his goal. Okay. And then for doing this, we're going to get some legendary item experience, which is good because we'll take a look at that in a second, and then some anniversary tokens. Now, I didn't see a wrapper. Okay, so there's no wrapper for this that I see. Okay. So he says, are you ready to travel? We must spoil his plans, and if he has captured a troll, it must be slain. And some missions have a twist, like they get really strong right before you defeat them, or they call additional help, or things like that. In this one, the twist, there is no twist. Easy peasy. All right. So Otto says there is still time, and I'm sure they will add a co-op system into it. Yeah, I hope so too. I don't think the success would be major for them if it's all solo. So I think part of what they're looking for, though, is maybe a... what's that game that everybody loves? That farmy style game? And that's solo. Stardew Valley? So I'm wondering if they were kind of going for a Stardew Valley-esque kind of, you know, way. If maybe that's what they were going for, which is solo. And it's like, you know, just doing your own farming and things like that. The other thing about Tales of the Shire I'm not sure about is how open world is it? Like, can you just wander all over the place like you can in Lotro? Or are you kind of on rails and you can only go certain places? Like, what are the options going to be? So I am curious, though. Oh, we have to challenge the dour hands at the gate. All right, who are you and why are you here? Leave now, Hobbit, if you value your life. Oh, I have to slap the dour hand tracker. Is that you? Yeah, it is you. He says, take them. Take them where? Oh, apparently we're in combat now. Yes, Otto says, a hobbit needs the warmth hearth of a companion to take on the Shire. Yeah, right? Just like in your daily thing, man. You need a companion. You need a fellowship. Hobbits are social creatures, man. We need other hobbits. So yeah, I am curious about it, and I assume it will. Okay, we have to search the camp for Olvir. Okay, let's get in the other one. So yeah, I'm very curious to see how it's going to be, and I did try a little Stardew Valley just to check it out, and some other friends were playing it, and you know, so I thought, okay, well, let's give it a shot. And I didn't really, you know, get much out of it, but I could see it wasn't really what I was looking for. The part of it was the like kind of 8-bit style wasn't really my jam. Wasn't in the mood for that. I really enjoy like kind of this more watercolor gorgeous landscapes kind of thing that you get here in Lotro, and where the characters, maybe they have like, I mean, like if I look at my character's face, I can't look at my character's face, but like, you know, there could be more definition, but you know, she's got freckles, and you know, she's got eye colors, and like there's definitely like defined looks about her, and like you don't really get that in the kind of Stardew Valley kind of look. So I appreciate it for what it is, but it wasn't what I was looking for. So I'm hoping that Tales of the Shire might have more of that solo play of Stardew Valley if I'm going to try it, but I'm not sure how long I would stick with it. Without having other people to play with, I don't know how long I would stick with it, because it's just, the social aspect really appeals to me. But we'll see. Yeah. Yeah, Otto says, if Turbine can make the entirety of the Middle Earth, you think they could add the entirety of the Shire in the other game. But it's not, I mean, it's not connected to Turbine, right? So who knows what they'll do. Yeah, yeah. Otto points out other places that hobbits frequent, like Buckland and Breeland. Right? I don't have any clue, like, is that going to be an expansion? Is that part of the game? Like, I haven't read a lot about it, to be honest. Since it got delayed, I was like, yeah, I'll figure it out later. Excuse me. Oh. Oh, oops, he found a troll. Okay, defeat the stone troll. Well, he took out Olvir. He's gonna squash us into jelly, he says. I think we just gonna put him to sleep. Talk to the hooded stranger in the Prancing Pony. Oh, I bet we have to talk to a mission giver. He says, well done. I got impatient waiting and came to see how you were doing, but it seems you did fine without me. That stone troll is slain. It seems Olvir is as well. Excuse me. He paid a high price for his crime, stealing a cow from Filbert. With him gone, those dwarves shouldn't trouble Rushok Bog any much longer. You have done well today, my friend. You have my thanks. Are you ready to depart? Yes, I am. Thank you. Yeah, I've got seasonal allergies. So annoying. Okay, so we talk again to the hooded stranger and turn in the quest that we picked up. He says, I hear the day has been saved. Well done. Skorgrim will have to do without a troll. Here is your well-deserved reward. Boom. So before I take that, let me show you where I'm at. The legendary item reward track ends in 22 hours. So this is your reminder that if you are doing, if you are trying to achieve something on this legendary item reward track, this is your last day. Get on it. So the first, so most of the stuff that's on this reward track, if you aren't familiar with it, it's only available to characters that have already received their legendary items. There's a couple of quests that basically are the unlock for this reward track. But basically, if you've gotten your legendary items, you've done those quests, and so you've unlocked the reward track. Okay, so most of the things on the reward track are ancient script, enhancement runes, sealed traceries, and let's see, I think, and it just kind of repeats that over and over again. And then, and it gets better as you go further along in the track. So the enhancement runes get better, the higher tiers and stuff like that. Then every so often you get things like a chest of embers and like these guys. Embers of enchantment, figments of splendor, things like that. And scooby-doo-doo-doo, tracery token. But 25 gives you something. In this case, the incomparable coffer of the dragon's hoard. Man, I have to claim all of this. It's going to be a lot of inventory space. 50. Oh, hey, we got a coffer of Umbari craft. Okay. But on 50, you get, in this case, this track, the legendary coffer of the Emerald Drakeling. So you get an Emerald Drakeling cosmetic pet. And then 75 is it's the Glorious Memories of Gondor housing decorations, like a bundle. So we haven't seen that yet. And then if you get to 100, it's a Water Buffalo family, a series of cosmetic pets. There's like 3 different cosmetic pets in there, I believe. So I'm in the middle of box number 90 here. So I've got like 10 boxes to go today in order to do this. So this will get me nothing because it didn't count. Let's try that again.
What can I do for you?
Oh, because I finished later. That would be a problem. There we go. So that gave me a little chunk there. So that's nice. So we're going to do all of these missions because they will give me that. And then I just got also a mission wrapper. So that also gives some stuff. All right, so let's look at a rare vintage.
Hello, friend. Could you help
Hey, Talarian. What's that? All right, I'll be in just a minute. Yeah, okay, thanks. A rare vintage. Goblins despoil Limial's vineyard, and recently a party of the wretched creatures broke into an old wine cellar and stole a number of flasks of a rare and ancient vintage. No doubt the evil creatures have already drunk or destroyed most of the wine, but if you can recover any of the bottles from the goblins in the area, Master Vintner Brethilwen would be in your debt. Hang on a second. Sorry about that. So, Breath of Wind also tells me that this was a very generous season and many of the vines are still laden with grapes. Were you to gather the grapes from the vines that are still hale and hearty enough, Breath of Wind will see to it that one more cask is filled with the finest of wines. All right, we'll go check it out. So, a rare vintage. Travel now. So, now we'll be in the same instance together. Hello. There we go. So this has taken us to some pretty low-level stuff, which is handy. But in the instance, things are auto-leveled to our level. So we're level 109, so everything we're encountering is also level 109. Now, Talarian says, I would like the reward track to be redeemable after it ran out. So when number 14 is underway, 13 could still be redeemed. My activity more or less stops when the track is near the end, as not to waste any legendary experience. Yeah. Whereas B4 points out that he doesn't mind earning the extra boxes that you get at 101, but you don't like it that they evaporate because you didn't claim them in time. So you would love to see them delivered to an escrow system. Yeah, I could totally see that. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Yeah, so basically, in case you're not sure what we're talking about here, the reward track that I was just showing you guys, which ends in 22 hours, at the end of it, it goes away. It goes poof into the ether, and it is no more. So the frustrating thing with that is that if you are like in the middle of collecting stuff, or you haven't collected everything but you need to come back to it or whatever, like it's too late. You have to get it all now. I am netted, by the way, and cannot follow you. Oh, okay. I was following you and I missed a cluster. Okay, there we go. Cool. We need to pick grape clusters from the vines. There's some over there? Okay, awesome. Oh my goodness, sorry about these allergies, y'all. I have some eye drops that are supposed to help out with allergies, so I took some of those earlier, but it only goes so far, we need one more grape cluster. Aha! Found one. You probably found it. All right, find and defeat Pamprosh. I feel like we've found him before, yeah. Oh, he's come out to crush you and grapes, and he's all out of grapes. Cute. Crush you like a grape, he says. That's cute. Oh, I'm standing in the middle of a box. I don't want to be in the middle of a box. Hey, he's been defeated. Well, look at that. All right, talk to the... We have a person. Oh, we also have some people attacking us. Well, that's not very nice of them. Okay, now we go. She says, very good. You have done all that I could ask. Thank you for your efforts. Those wicked creatures will learn better than to raid my wine cellars in the future. And thank you for the remaining grapes. Years from now, your efforts today will bring great joy to many. Hard work brings satisfaction, not just in winemaking, but in all things. Years from now. And given the fact that she's an elf, we're probably talking like many of them. Years, that is. Anyway, so we come back to the hooded stranger. Maybe I need to get a little closer. Maybe he's not ready to talk to me yet. There we go. A rare vintage. He says, excellent job saving the wine. Your reward is well deserved. Cheers. Cheers to you, buddy. All right, Lalia's safe passage, which Cordovan has been pronouncing her name Lalia, and it's weirding me out because she's been Lalia always to me. Anyway, so I'm going to keep going with Lalia unless I hear otherwise from her. So Lalia, a young hobbit lass, has gone missing. She is the daughter of Bob, who is employed here at the Prancing Pony. She was very taken by Barlaman's tales of the last prince, whose barrow is in the Barrow Downs, purportedly between the northern Barrow and the Dead Spire. If you are stout-hearted enough to help look for her and bring her home, that is where you should begin your search. Okie dokie. I mean, this feels very familiar. He says, are you ready to brave the mists of the Barrow Downs? The hapless little one will likely be among the barrows much longer than she ever intended if she's not found soon. Dum, dum, dum. All right. Oh, there she is. Yeah, so Tillerian says, yes, that's exactly the point. Wishing you could put them into an escrow or something. So as not to waste anything rather than do nothing. It seems a bit counterproductive, but perhaps it's a me problem. No, I wish I could, like... Oh, hang on, let me read her thing. She says, I came here to find the last prince, like Mr. Butterbird talks about in his stories. I was going to find him and then be with him forever and be his princess, but he wasn't here to be found. There's all these skeletons on bones and Walking Dead. It isn't nice to go misleading young hobbits like that. When you're ready to go, could you help me get back home to Bree? I couldn't leave before, but now with a strong warrior like you, I'm sure you can get me home safely. Oh, and I forgot, I lost my cloak. I simply must find it or Dad will yell at me something terrible. Okay, so we have to escort her and she has to find her cloak or she's going to be in big trouble. So we're going to walk with her while she looks for her cloak and defend her from things that pop up and may scare her a bit. Yeah, so Talarian points out, yeah, consider a player that is at 100 surplus, didn't claim anything, gets 6, has an accident, you know, and has time, has to spend the time left on the track in hospital. I see great potential for frustration. Well, like, and also, like, there's been times when we get close to the reward track end, and I'm like, you know, something comes up and I'm really busy, and it's like, oh no, I have to get back to that track, and I think I may have missed the end of one time. So yeah, I do wish there was a bit of like overlap, or yeah, like it just sits aside and it's done. It's over, and you can't add to it, but you can still collect from it. That'd be nice. So anyway, Skagosi says, good evening, Little Red and B4. Hello, good evening to you as well. So yeah, for those of you who aren't aware, we are in the Netherlands here, so it is evening. Well, although technically maybe it's afternoon. Oh, it's 4 minutes after evening. Yes, they're very particular, they're very specific here. That, I mean, I know in the US, we're like, which is where I'm from, you know, we're pretty general, like, oh, it's afternoon, it's evening, whatever. And like, there's not a specific time where you're like, if you say, meet me at 7 o'clock in the evening, that would make sense. But if you could say, meet me at 6 in the evening, that would make sense. But you say, meet me at 6 in the afternoon, that would also make sense. Like, there's not like a super cutoff, or if you're like, oh, let's meet up at 5:30 in the evening. Like, you'd be like, yeah, as opposed to like 5:30 in the morning or whatever, right? So it makes sense. Anyway, here they're very specific about it. So it is on the 6s and the 12s that the time changes. So it is evening, beginning. I'm like having trouble getting through these guys. Hang on a second. I'll have to stop talking for a second. I did not try screaming at them. That's definitely a minstrel thing. Oh, she's got her cloak. Let's get out of here. This is the way out. Right through that barrow white. Huh? Okay, fine. You do you, babe. Cool, thanks. It's so foggy. I hope I'm not lost. I mean, you might be. We're heading in the right direction in general. So, forgot what, let's see. Oh, the reward track. Yeah, it'd be nice if there was some flexibility with that. Would be nice. Actually, what I really love is even more flexibility than just that, but like the ability to basically be like, think about like when you go to an arcade and you're saving tickets, and it's like you could turn in a ticket for this, or you could turn in 10 tickets and get the bigger prize, or you can like you get to choose where you spend your tickets, right? I would love it to have a system like that with the reward track, where it's like, you have earned this much experience, how would you like to spend it? And I could be like, cool, I'll get this, I'll get that, I'll get that, you know, that kind of thing. Like, that'd be pretty neat. Oh no, Talarian says you managed to bug this mission. Oh, you're so funny. Nearly each time you have to hand her cloak to her father, who's standing right next to her, and the next thing she says is, give this cloak to my father so he knows I'm fine, and then she runs into the barrow downs. Silly Lalia. He says, it is I, Lalia, your prince. She's like, go away, you aren't my prince. My princess, ah. That's right. Alright, so the goal is escort her to safety. She must survive. Well, she's doing alright. I think this is the way. Are we getting close? Yeah, we're getting closer to the exit. You're doing great, Lalia. You keep us on track here. We're so close. Oh yeah, steal tokens. I want to remember to spend those before the end of the festival. Get more of those torches. Here's the entrance. We're almost there. The festival that never ends. Yeah, somebody was joking that maybe this is like they're going for a Hi, this is Casper. That they were joking that they were going. The SSG is going for like a record on longest festival. What? Hi. Yes. All right. Well, I'm gonna stick on her. Make sure we don't miss out on something here. We are here. Thank you. You have safely escorted Alia out of the Barrow Downs. Okay. Neato. I'm going to run home. Please give the cloak to my pa. Give him the cloak so he knows I'm safe. And she walks off. All right. Why does this hobbit have your cloak? I see what you're talking about. Yeah, he says, what a relief. It seems I know my daughter well. She actually had gone after that last prince of hers. Well, maybe she's learned her lesson and won't be so foolish in the future. I know I will certainly never come here again. I do hope I can survive her tweens. Maybe then she'll get some hobbit sense. Maybe. All right. We are here. No problemo. So Telerian says it happened to me on a tier 10 delving, which obviously failed, and I did not want to repeat it more often. Fair enough. Hmm? Oh, okay, hang on a second. Okay, so you also said, I think it might be done when you pull the first enemies next to her. She'll go into no fight mode and will not want to talk to her again, although she has a ring above. So, okay. Okay.
How can I be?
All right, so he says, it seems you successfully saved Lalia from the whites and herself. She is with her father and is now resting, but I can offer you gratitude and reward on their behalf. Hi. Casper's being very very friendly. Yeah, aren't you? Rescued by moonlight. It is good you are here, friend. Help is needed urgently in Eredluin. Averthal, son of Cardivore, the Lord of Kelendim, is the prisoner of Dourhand dwarves. It appears they plan to take him north by ship destined for an unknown port. The ship expected to transport him is called the Irestone. Nice, that's a good name. And is moored in the port city of Keladul. While you're in Keladul, the Dourhands possess many treasures, stolen, many Trevors, a bunch of guys named Trevor, we gotta save those guys, stolen from the Longbeards during the years of their occupation in Thorin's Halls. Were you to recover these treasure boxes for them, Durin's folk would be forever grateful. Yeah, no worries, we can totally do that. All right, so we're gonna go rescue by moonlight. Now, Telerian mentioned delving, doing a tier 10 delving, and I have noticed, and some of you may have also noticed, that there's a delving stone sitting right here inside these missions. We have not interacted with the delving stone, and as you may or may not be able to tell, we cannot interact with the delving stone right now because you have to be at max level for the server. We're on Treebeard, which is one of the legendary servers. There's currently 3 legendary servers, and surely there are no numbers higher than 109, says Affidel. Surely there's not, although my name is Rosenblum. Anyway, the server cap now is at 115 or is it 110? Okay, our server cap just went up like the 7th of May, I think, like a week or 2 ago. Oh, hey, there's a treasure box. I wonder if we should check on that. Yeah, it says collect treasure boxes, 6 of those, defeat Dourhands, 12 of those, and Averthal must survive. We haven't even found him. Oh, he's on the boat, right? Everybody look at him because he's standing on a boat. Where were we? Oh yeah, delvings. So yeah, our server was at 105, but we just went up to 115 earlier this month. So we're not at server cap. Our characters are not at server cap. We're close to 110. Well, I'm 109. I should say. I'm not close to 110. I'm 109. Welcome back. What do you think? What you thinking, buddy? Oh, am I turtled? Oh. Well, yeah, let me unturtle. Oh. Oh, okay. We run with on Saturdays we do a kinship expedition stuff. So I am currently turtled because we're trying not to get too ahead of each other. So I have a Stone of the Tortoise here, which means my experience from monster kills is disabled. My experience from quest completions is disabled, but my I still get XP from this stuff. I still get legendary item experience. Although, where's my pocket item then? Oh, that's the... No, it's not that. Where's my... Well, I was thinking I might get close to the level. I might as well go through some of my blue bar. Alright. That's true. Okay, we accidentally gained levels because we weren't paying attention. We hadn't turtle stoned. And so I think we are actually ahead of our cohorts by a little bit. Fair enough. And a lot of times what I do, because I'm a hunter, is... Well, sweetie, hi. I spread out my fingers and the cat's like, you were going to scratch me with those fingers, right? Okay, so we have to locate the Ire Stone, which I think we may have missed. Oh, is it? This is familiar. Vesper, honey, you're kind of in front of my screen. Honey, I can't see. Oh, I thought it was over there. I guess not. Hi. You... He just came and like bumped my shoulder. Hmm? Did... Alright. If I were an Ire Stone, where would I be? We're just gonna go around and destroy everybody. Oh, right, the Ire Stone was the ship. That's right, we talked about this. Ha! And I commented about what a cool name it was. And then I forgot. I got all distracted thinking it was a stone. All right, hey, look, we've discovered a boat. I wonder what it's called. All right, free Averthal.
What can I do for you?
Okay, you are here to free me? Skorgrim Dourhand has raised a goblin army in the cleft of Rathtarag, and unless we stop him, he will sweep through all of the free lands. There's no time to waste, my friend. We will need to defeat the captain and his crew if we are to escape from Keladul with our lives and bring word of the danger which grows stronger within Rathtarag. The captain will soon return. Quickly untie my hands. We need to escape from here. Okay. But you know, we can take a troll or whatever. What's going on here? Says the captain. Don't mind me shooting right through you here, Averthal. It's cool. At least I fell on the deck of my ship. Yes, you did. Good job, buddy. The sea calls me home. Cool. Victory is ours this day. Oh, wait. Been hanging around with dwarves too long. We must hurry. Skorgrim has assembled an army of goblins within Rathtarag. I fear that the goblin army will not long remain within that narrow pass. We must return now. Doki doki. Yeah, as B4 points out, we were doing a lot of legendary item experience stuff, and then it was like, oh, hey, look, we're 109 when we were 105 just moments ago. So we probably are ahead of our fellow players. But as a hunter, sometimes I like to look ahead and see what travel skills might be available, and they're usually on those, 5s and 10s. So sometimes I go ahead and go up to the next one just so I can get the travel skill for the area where we're questing. And I haven't gone to look to see what travel skills are coming available, and if I have, because a lot of times you need reputation at these levels too, and I probably don't have that yet. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll take a look at it later, but I'll stay at 109 for now. It's fine. All right, he says, you've done a great service for both the elves and the dwarves of Eredluin, and a greater service for Averthal. Yeah, no kidding, right? Thank you for all that you have done. You're welcome. All right, and we have 2 more. Spiders in the
Give
quarry.
me a moment of your time, friend.
Workers at a quarry in the Shire broke through into a hidden chamber and released a swarm of spiders. The hobbits in Scary are rather concerned about this turn of events, and I can't blame them. Would you be willing to go to the quarry and help the residents of Scary? The infestation must be contained before the spiders move from the quarry into Scary itself. Yeah, no problem. And they did some work. The Lotro folks did some work. Hang on. It says, I doubt the hobbits of Shire will be able to handle such foes on their own. If you're ready for a fight, there's no time to lose. Okay, off we go. They did some rework on like the look of the quarry. So it looks a little bit different than it did previously. I think it was much lower on the landscape, if I recall. And what else is different? Scary itself, I think, is the same. I don't think they changed anything in Scary. I think it's just the quarry that had kind of a makeover. So let's see. All right, so now we are looking for Greenfield's biters and Greenfield's tree weavers. They're bitters. They're very bitter. Well, hopefully we're not eating them. Spider stew. Lekker. What is going on? Oh, huh. For some reason I was missing that guy. That's okay. Oh, are you gathering? Nice. Oh, he was just resting. Ooh, excuse me. You know, maybe sometime in July, maybe I'll do a stream where I give away some stuff. Or maybe in August. I keep meaning to get some codes from Cord and give away some stuff, and I haven't gotten around to it yet. So maybe one of these days. Okay, we need one more tree weaver. Where, oh where indeed. Tree weaver, I believe you can catch me in your web. Oh, hey, there it is. Nicely found. All right, defeat the queen, who is usually often in this area also. Oh, you found her? Okay. I do see a red dot. She brought friends. Yeah, she brought friends to an enemy fight. Uh-oh. Okay. She had a ring and then it went away. I was like, no. She says, thank you. The spiders are showing no sign of leaving, but your efforts in the quarry surely won't hurt either. Still, I wonder if I should move to Budgeford. I've always gotten along well with the Bulgers. Better than I have with spiders, at any rate. Cute. So whenever you're doing missions, you know, you basically finish the mission and it drops you out somewhere close to where the guy is. Notice, I don't know if you noticed, but I had like one item there and now I have 4. So the 4 is what I have running around here on landscape. That's what I've got going on right now. So let me turn this in.
Hail, friend.
All right,
And
he
well
says, I'm
rest.
pleased to hear that you successfully dealt with the spiders in the quarry. It would not surprise me if they were to return, like come back tomorrow and do this again, but you've done what you can for now. You're welcome. All right, so last one, mission, Thornley's Revenge. A
Greetings,
local
friend.
farmer,
Will you lend me your ear?
Rob Thornley, was recently captured and tortured by a tribe of orcs from the north called Tarcrips. Thornley is now safely back home, recovering from his ordeal, but his wife Rose tells us that Rob cannot sleep at night knowing these orcs are still out there. He must have his revenge on the Tarcrips and one called the Red Reaver. So, would you be the one who can put them to heal? Sure. Tell me when you're ready to deliver Thornley's Revenge. Doing this will help more than just the Thornley family sleep at night. That's true, because those orcs running around is not so great for everybody else. Okay, so notice I only have one quest going right now, which is what I need to do in the quest, in the mission, which is defeat the Tarcrip orcs. So, that is telling me that I'm in the mission. So when I come out of the mission, there'll be a transition period where it looks like I'm on landscape, but the only the mission items are still listed, not all those things that we saw on my landscape list. So that's how we'll know whether the game thinks I'm still in the mission or I'm out of the mission. I have to be out of the mission in order to turn it in to the quest giver. So that's why that's important to know. Right, Casper? Do you see him lounging here behind me? It's terribly cute. Yeah. I've been keeping a blanket on the back of the couch here. I've moved the couch back to the computer for the cats because they love lounging here next to me. And something was going on. The blanket wasn't there, and Casper was like starting to scratch the top of it for some reason. I don't know what had gotten into him. I don't know if there was a smell or something there, and it was really unusual because they don't usually scratch the furniture. So I was like, all right. And after he did it like 2, maybe 3 times, I'm like, all right, we got to come up with a solution here. So I just put a blanket that I don't care that much about on top of that spot, and the cats are loving it. They now have another soft spot to lay on. So they're very happy with this turn of events. In fact, it's really funny because it feels like they are taking turns. Like one of them will lay there, and then when that one gets up, the other one will be like, oh, now this is my spot. You know, they're doing a bit of that action. Often it's the spot here on the couch next to me that they, I wouldn't say fight over, but, you know, if somebody gets up, they lose their seat kind of ordeal, which is pretty funny to me. During the anniversary event, when you are defeating enemies that are like within your range, so like within 7 or 8 of your level, you have the possibility, hey, we're skipping in unison on my screen. Oh, we have to find a red reaver. Do you want me to take a look for him? Oh, yeah. So as a hunter, I can do a search. So we will do a search. I found no foes in the area, so maybe he spawns when we get close to his hut or whatever. Maybe we need to go further in. There, we went through the whole area though, didn't we? We'll come wander around in here, see if there's like some place that maybe he hangs out. We gotta. No. Got nothing there. All right. Well, I guess we'll just keep trying other places in here. Wait, okay. We may have missed some folks. Oops. Uh-oh. All right. Oh, the Red Reaver is here. Prepare to die, puny Hobbit. Yay. I say no thank you. Rob Thornley is avenged. Yay! Alright, and so then we have a quest giver, or an escort. Have you done away with the Red Reaver? Rob will be so happy to hear that you've done away with that beast of an orc. And I'll thank you too for making the Greenway a safer place. You're welcome. So you can see that I still only have one thing listed here. So as far as the game is concerned, I'm transitioning from being in the instance to being out of the instance. So that's why I came over here and I clicked on the Hooded Stranger and nothing happened. Now, all of my stuff has come up. So I can click on the Hooded Stranger, click on the thing, and now I can finish it. It says, you have done well, my friend. Rob Thornley will finally get some rest, and there are fewer Tarkrip orcs to worry the people of Breland. So now I'm kind of curious, where do I stand? I'm just finishing box 90, now I'm into box 91. So I still have 9 boxes to go here today. And we have done all of the missions that we can do with this guy. So, do you want to do missions somewhere else, or do you want to go and do the flower gathering? Okay. Well, yeah, okay. We're going to go do some herbalism stuff. Okay, so maybe remove that off of my stuff so I'm not watching that. And then I still need to finish that up. There's currently a glitch, I think, I mentioned this earlier, that the anniversary wrapper, we cannot turn this in. Hmm? Yeah, mine says 7 out of 7 also. But in the background, well, we could go try. Sure, let's go. We'll go. Let's go stare at our guy at the hill. So right now the wrapper has a glitch. It says, do 7, and it says we've done 7 out of 7. The problem is it's supposed to be 7 in total. In the background, what it's doing is it's making you go to 10, and not just 10 in general, but 10 quests and 10 festival missions. Well, as you saw, there's only 6 festival missions, so we can't even complete it in one day. We'll have to come back tomorrow and to complete that wrapper. Do, more missions and complete the wrapper. And actually, we haven't even done 7 quests either. Now, they're fixing it, I think, this Wednesday. So we'll, I've got time to finish my festivaling with the extension, so that's fine. Okay, so where am I taking us? Henneth Anun? Okay. Henneth Anun. We are going to leave the festival behind and go off to some higher level area. There's, once you get into, so we're hitting into, I don't know, maybe spoiler territory for those of you who haven't gotten this far along. If you've read the books, is it in the movies? Kind of in the movies, not exactly. But when the hobbits, when Frodo and Sam run across Faramir, he is working with his people, and they're in a kind of like a hidden enclave. Trying to remember if they really showed that in the Lord of the Rings Peter Jackson movies. I can't remember. Anyway, in Lord of the Rings Online, this is that hidden enclave, and there is we're behind a waterfall, and we can look out from here and see, the river, and there's a little lake down below. I'm not going to go any further because I'm just the kind of hobbit that would fall off of there, so we're going to not do that. And there I go, almost doing it anyway. Okay, that's why I don't stand on the edge. When you get up to this area, and you're running around doing quests and things, there's things you can collect that go into your wallet. Is it pH? Yeah. Vials of amber extract, crimson, golden, sapphire umber, verdant, and violet. And then you use these extracts to buy things from somebody. I think it's up the hill, maybe. I forget. Anyway, so we're going to pick up some quests from these folks. So Mablung has a quest to retake Torngroth, so we'll go ahead and grab that. It also gives us reputation with Host of the West, so which is nice. It gives us legendary item experience, so it works for that track. I'm going to get some Host of the West silver pieces, and I get a forager's basket, and in that forager's basket will I find some of those things that I was just looking at, those vials. So he's got one there. Thorindal has 2 here. Sap Tapper. We need to check some trees that have been tapped already to see if there's some tree sap coming out. And then we need to collect it. So he says the versatile flora is not all this region has to offer the willing herbalist. I noticed this morning that some of the trees have begun to bear a rather curious sap. Harvest this sap for me and I may be able to formulate a potent sustaining tonic for the impending march. So we're getting ready to go on a march and stuff. So we're gathering here in the storyline, and then we're going to go off and do things. So these are ways to help prepare for that. So there are many fine sap-bearing trees wreathing the fields of Cormorant. So we're going to go there. And then also there's some burning bushes. So yeah, brush fires, and deal with those immediately because they can cause a problem. So we need to douse the flames of burning brushes around North Athelion. We need 10 of those. And then this fellow over here has 3 quests that we're going to grab. We found some trolls that have been turned to stone, and there's some moss growing on them. So we're going to scrape off some of that moss because they can use that in some potions. Life springs anew. We want to travel to that field of Cormoran again and gather seeds of oxlip, horsetail, and vetchling. So we're going to grab do some seed collecting, and then tending the garden. So with the seeds that we've gathered previously, he's giving us some seeds to go and then plant out in the old ruins areas. Okay. I have gathered these. Oh, and then by picking up these quests, I have a wrapper quest, which is assisting the herbalists of North Ithilien. Complete quest for the herbalists of Minas Tirith and Ithilien, and I just need to do 4, and that will also give me, oh, actually that doesn't give me any of the baskets. It gives me a pouch of Ithilien essence fragments. Okay. So, this is like kind of one of those dailies that people talk about, where you do stuff and keep doing stuff. So, are we going up the ramp? Okay. Is where we spend the essences, is that up here too? Alright, let's stop and take a quick look. Yeah, wait, here? No, not here. Okay, keep going. Oh yeah, maybe it's these guys. Yeah, so we have, let's see. A quartermaster for Host of the West. Oh no, that's not it. I don't think, is it? No, he wants, he wants the silver tokens. That's not it. Maybe it's these guys. Yeah, these guys. You can trade for the files that you need using other files. You can buy some baskets with the files, so it's kind of like a grab bag, get what you get. But then there's like a whole bunch of armor sets with these guys, some jewelry, and then we get into housing stuff. So there's like the Dol Amroth gazebo, some trees, the elven screen, which I've always wanted. And I have enough to be able to buy 6 of them. So, like, they're kind of expensive. Let's see. Oh, the memorial pyre. Oh, I should get one of those eventually, too. Some bushes, some trees. That's funny. Belfloss theme. You can buy that at Belfloss for a lot cheaper. Tome of the Red Squirrel only comes from here. And the Tome of the Ithilien Fox. That also only comes from here. And then there's, like, a mask. A fox mask. Cloak, some cloaks. Oh, the hat of the mushroom hunter, that comes from here. And the foraging pack, hang on, I'll show you all what that looks like. These are super cute. So, let me scoot to the middle. So this is the backpack, and it's got like all these really cute, let me go up to the head. Like flowery, mushroomy, but it's really brightly colored stuff sticking out of it. And then the hat is also like super adorable. So I'm gonna have to pick one of these up at some point. So those are things that you need a bunch of these vials in order to buy them, and they only come from here. Okay, and then the other person I think has some different things. The herb master. Oh, that's a whole different thing. It's Ithilien essence. Oh, interesting. Those cost essences. Rings, armor. Okay. So, like some various armors and stuff. Don't think I'm worried about it. Okay, shall we go? But some of those housing things and stuff like that are hard to come by, and so it's like... So if you want any of that stuff or any of the armor and stuff like that, then you've got to do these herbalism quests and to get the vials that you use then to get the stuff, which, you know, is all right because we also then get the legendary item experience. Okay, here's some fertile soil, so I'm going to plant a seed. Luckily, I can do it while I'm mounted, so that's handy. We just throw it on the ground. And we kind of like get our horse to like, our pony to dig a little hole, and then we drop it in, and then the pony goes, shoop, shoop, and pop, you know, covers it up. It's great. Super handy. I went the other way. Oh, fertile soil though next to you. Oh, you going the other way? They're everywhere. All right, I'll come with you. That way we can stay in sync. Okay. There's more than 10 fertile soil piles laying around, so we don't have to do it all in one spot. It's okay. Like if we miss one, there's more. That's okay. I just prefer not to be like left on my own for combat out here, if I can avoid it. I'll just let Aphil be on their own for combat. It's totally fine. Honestly, what it really is that I'm just not as excited about combat as maybe some other people are. So, oh goodness. Yes, whereas Aphrodil is totally fine with the pew pew. Doesn't mind it at all. Ooh, excuse me. This morning came early. We're still in Dutch classes, and they're early on Tuesday mornings. Well, early for me. I'm not a morning person. Oh, okay. After this troll, we can guide to Camp of the Host. Okay. I mean, after these branches. Kidding. So you see on the ground, laying around, are things also, and you can collect vials from those. So, for example, yeah, Aphrodil's going to check out that rock rose. I'll go check out this larkspur. So it has in it 4 vials of umber extract. So I'll go ahead and take those. If you're in a fellowship, it asks you to confirm and stuff like that. But if you're just out here running around on your own, you don't have to confirm picking stuff up. All right, so we're picking up moss from here. And then we're now going to go to Camp of the Host. Guide to. There we go. Well, I have a milestone skill. It's like, wait, I don't want to take the milestone because that's just me. I want to do the guide to. That takes everybody. Right. Hey, Mithrandir. We don't want to talk to him yet, do we? Oh, we do. Okay. Burn noisome flowers outside Imlad Morgul. Okay. Yes. There's some stuff and it's yucky. We're gonna go burn it. Yeah. I don't know what is going on with her, but this morning she was super chatty. And she does this thing where she'll sit all set, you know, all put together and like look at the ceiling and meow. I'm like, I don't know what you want me to provide to you in this situation. She is under your chair, honey. So anyway, yes, she was very talkative this morning. And to the point where, like, normally when we're getting up and getting ready to leave in the mornings, the cats will be like, you know, hi, whatever, and then they go back and find a place to sleep because they're like, we don't need to be up. But she was following us all over and was standing at the front door and like meowing at whatever was out there, but there was nothing out there. And then I went out there and she was still standing at the door and meowing. Like, it was bizarre. She was in a very chatty mood this morning. Oh. I have a remote quest. Defeat orcs and easterlings. might happen. All right, and we're collecting these crates of supplies. Oops. Zoom. Zoom. There we go. Where's next? Over there. I see a sparkliness. So we're in the game with our kinship folks. We are running around in a very dark-looking area. So we're discussing. Well, yeah, a discussion came up in our kinship about, like, you know, because we often wear outfits to kind of suit the space, or, you know, because we're running around in a space. And this time there's definitely a conversation about, what about, like, wearing brighter colored things so we stand out against the landscape a bit more. So yeah, Affadil and I have gone in for the baker's outfits, and Affadil's wearing the white, the cape, all a robe that's been dyed white, so that looks pretty good. Can I get through from here? Oh, I can. Neato. Where'd you go? Okay. Looks like we're getting respawns pretty quickly, so we're looking for... Do I have all the... I might have all the boxes I need. Which one was that? Oh yeah, I have all I need. Okay. We're gonna run out and try to not get bogged down by respawns. I now have a Kato in front of my screen. Can I talk you into being elsewhere, kitty cat? Pshaw. Who do I think I'm talking to? Are you seriously gonna lay down right there? I suppose. Alright, that's a little better. She's working on getting flatter. Goofus. To tell you, the spot next to me is open. Oh, she's already half asleep. Oh, that's funny. Alright, we're gonna go try and find 4 more fecund soil? Oh. Fertile soil. Hey! Warband, what? About to run through it, honey. If we die, would we end up somewhere we'd rather not be? I bet we can take this fertile soil. Oh, that buck saw you, though. I know, I'm trying not to aggro the warband by mistake. Do my best here. Running away from the warband. I've stopped. And I'm not with you at the moment. Hold on. Okay. Excellent. Should I drop the warband quest? Okay. Oh, hey, fertile soil. Okay. Let's see. There you go. Good job. That is 10 out of 10. Hooray. Alright. As we complete them, I take them off of my bar that I'm tracking things. So because there's so many of these things that we've picked up. In an effort to be able to see what I'm doing here. You go to sleep, it's fine. Yeah, good job. Maybe a little dark in the game. Sorry about that. I guess it is nighttime. Not a lot you can do about it. Well, hey, if we get to a point where we're bipping back and forth because of travel skills, we could go let off fireworks in Bree. It is a nighttime activity. Holy moly, that's a little bit of a fall. It's all good. Whee! Kersplush. I know it feels weird to be just riding by all these things on landscape, but well. Ah, this is the tree tapper spot. Okay, cool. I found a tree tapper. Oh. Well, we'll help you out with that. Oops. I'm standing by the tree tapper so you can find it. Okay. And then there's a pile of seeds nearby. Yeah. So this is where we are looking for. Remember how I said we needed to collect seeds? So this is where we'll find things that are pile of horsetail seeds as opposed to horsetail, which is also found in the area because, you know, seeds begetting the flowers, begetting the seeds and so forth. But yes, so we're picking up seeds here. Then we take those back to the people, and then they can use those to give back to us later to do this, to go and plant them. And there we go, tree tapper. I see vetchling seeds straight ahead. Going for the tree tapper. Oh, and a hawk. Hello, hawk. Thank you. Cool. So we try to run around together because it keeps us a bit more in sync. Although, hang on, I'm going to grab this Belladale. That one's unusual. We don't see that one as often, so sometimes I think it might have... It has more stuff in it for sure than your average, like, thing lying on the ground.
If only there were a plan that would tell you just what you can expect.
So, one of the things that happens, so here's a pile of vetching seeds, is that you don't know what's in there until you open it up. But it that there tends to be certain things in certain places. Like if you open vetchling, it's going to have possibly this, possibly that.
Always have 2 piles of crimson extract.
Okay, so here's some oxlip honey. Okay, so yeah, apparently there's a consistency to what you find in each of these things laying on the ground. So horsetail will always give you this, and
Oh,
you know,
there's 2 umber extract.
2 umber. So if I open it up or pick it up, 2 umber extract. So I'll go ahead and take those. Cool. Oops. Ah, there we go. And so forth. So if you are looking for something specific and you don't like know what is in each of them, just, you know, don't have it memorized or whatever. Before it was like, what if there was a plugin where like you hover over it and it would be like, hey, horsetail, that will give you umbar or whatever. Yeah. So I think he got started on making that.
Yeah, I'll do work tomorrow, not today.
Oh, he's going to work on that. Yeah, he got started on it. He's going to work on it some more today. So that's pretty funny. A lot of the plugins I think that you have made are kind of born out of us doing things.
Yeah. I solved the problem.
It's one of those where it's like, I'm doing a thing. I could make this thing easier if I had a plugin doing it. I will make the plugin. Yelp, yelp. All right, so what do I need? There's some oxlip seeds. Ah, yeah, I need now 3 more of the oxlip. So if I'm looking on the map, they're all in this area, so we're in the right area. Hi. She's in your spot. I mean, to be fair, Casper, you were laying on the back. You could lay back on the back again. 2 more. Oh, I see a tree tapper. We'll grab that. Oh, I thought you were going to grab the scarn. I'll grab the branches while you grab the scarn. Okay. On the other side of this tree. How many more of those do we need? 3 more. 2 more. Well, luckily, there's 2 more in this direction. I saw another one over here. Where was it? Oh, it's fetchling. There it is. Past the dough. All right, so now we need... Okay, so sap tapper is done. I undo that. I still need 2 more piles, I think, of oxlip. Yeah. 1 more needed. Past the goat. Don't mind us, goat. We're just passing by. Pay no attention to the hobbits in the hats. Okay, that takes care of the seed piles. Life springs anew. Cool. So, if we're doing them all, which we probably are, we need to douse some flames. We're looking to scrape moss off of 2 more trolls. We have to burn some flowers. And the Grip of Mordor I don't think is involved with these. I think that is just like a, you're in the area and we'll give you some credit for that. So if that completes, that's fine. But if not, that's okay too. Because it's not involved with the herbalism stuff that we're doing right now. These guys though, there's a whole pack of stuff here. And they're not on my list for anything to do with any quests. Okay. They're in our way. Okay. Ah, patch of moss. We were just on our way to this troll. Okay.
If you wanted to go pick up that fire quest, we could do it. Return to Hannah for name.
Sounds great. We're gonna go do something else. I was waiting for before to be like, let's go to this place, and I'd be like, ha ha ha, end up in Brie. So we're gonna go do fireworks real quick, since we're here and it's nighttime. So if you're unfamiliar with the anniversary festival, one of the things you can do is you go up this little hill and there's stuff happening over here. If it's daytime, you can talk to these 2 guys and they'll be standing here in the middle. and they give you a quest. But if it's nighttime, you can come over and talk to this guy, and he'll give you a quest to let off some fireworks. And then this fireworks announcer here is going to tell us which fireworks to let off. Any minute now. Unless he's tired and not working. Oh, okay. Oh, apparently we just got here. And, I mean, like, it's just getting ready to start. It's evening, and in 8 minutes it will be midnight. So I thought it would have started already. Let's see what happens if I let off a firework. That says launch the correct firework, 1 of 10. Launch the incorrect firework. Interesting. All right.
Would you do something for me?
Maybe. I saw you did a red one.
Would you give me a moment of your time, friend?
I'm trying well anyway. Yummer.
Would you do something for me?
So there used to be a glitch. Well, I do wonder if it was like anything but. Well, but then again, it should. I don't know. There used to be a glitch that you could, whatever the last firework was, when it went into morning, you could let that firework off at the beginning of the next night. Is a funny idea. So you could, like, if green was the last one that was launched, was they went into morning, we could let off a green one now while we're waiting for the announcer to begin. I am thinking, though, that this is not right. Because we're already in a nighttime thing. Yeah. It does say, please be patient. The show will begin in just a few minutes. Well, you want to go to Henneth and Noon and try turn some in real quick?
Well, yeah. We could do it. Well, actually, you take this to us after battle.
Sure. All right, we're going to run around for a minute first, and then we'll come back. Whoops. After battle, Osgiliath. Yep. Okay. We'll be back, y'all. We are being not quite patient. I haven't seen anything come through in the chat, so I'm going to guess people are being quiet, but hopefully I'm not disconnected or something. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, testing came through. Excellent, thank you. Sounded like somebody was knocking, but not quite at ours, which is probably the case. I expect somebody elsewhere was knocking on something. All right, so we are off to, where are we? Down at the bottom, which is noisome and unrelenting. So we're probably going to burn some yucky flowers. Like this one. All right, cool. Oh, right, some of them we burn and somebody pops out, don't they? I forgot about that. I'll be ready for combat then. Nobody popped out when I did that one, though. Ah, but it did for you. That's really funny. Okay. With the two of us, there's no problemo. What is that over there? Burrowing veil crawler. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, that was 123 and we're 109. Like, okay. But luckily it was yellow, which means it's not going to aggro on us unless we go and make it aggro on us. Even if it's yellow?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, if you're like 20 or 30 levels below, it's easier.
Oh. Okay. So B4 is saying that like if there's a big enough level difference, it will aggro on you. He's saying it basically sees you as food. All right, I can see that. I guess I can understand that. All right, but that's 6 out of 6 flowers. Look at us go. Is there anything else we need to do here? Okay. Guide to Heaven at the Noon. Cool. Whew. Yeah, it's been a busy day. We had classes, and then we had a meeting, and all sorts of stuff going on. All right, but now that we're here, we can turn in some of these quests. So that's 2. That's 3. And that should be 4. So that auto completes the wrapper, which is great. And now in my inventory, I've got 4 of these baskets. So I can open them up and it gives me all these vials out of each one. Should we go back to Brie, or did you have something else in mind? Okay. It'll be midnight in 2 minutes. Sure. Talk to Mithran Deer at Camp of the Host. Oh, we still need to scrape moss off of one more troll. So, yeah. Got a troll in mind? Oh yeah, so if there's anything Lotra related that y'all want to talk about, throw it in the chat and we can see if there's any questions. We can usually crowdsource, which is really nice with this group. But I think we will finish up what we're doing here with the herbalist quest. Wow, look at that sky. Isn't that really pretty? That was lovely. Lovely stars out there, huh? So nice. Anyway, I think we'll finish up what we're doing with the herbalist stuff. We'll go try and let off some fireworks. And then I'll probably start wrapping it up. And then before we'll be on after me. Oh, we're gonna burn some, we're gonna take care of these burning brushes though. Bushes. Well, it is a brush. Burning brush. We have doused some flames. Excellent. All right, well, we got to find 10 of these bushes, and that was only 1. So we got 9 more to go. Anyway, so after me is, excuse me, B4, and he'll be working on a plugin for this area regarding these herbalism things, the things on the ground. Helping you find what it is you're looking for, or at least identify if what you have found is what you're looking for. Now, here is a question, though, for you, honey. And it goes steps back even more. Like, what if I'm trying to collect stuff for a specific housing item, cosmetic, etc.? So could I, in this plugin that you're making, put like, you know, how many of the thing I need and have it look at my wallet and tell me how many of the thing I have? He says, in an infinite world, all things are possible. Okay.
But
I'm just saying about the,
is
it could be, I don't know. Oh, hey, there's moss. That's so weird. It's almost like he planned it this way. Yeah, I'm just thinking about if I were to use your plugin that you were building, you know, in what way would I be using it? And it would probably be because I was intending to save up for a very specific thing. Like, hey, I want that hat or whatever.
a list of barter items would be possible.
Yeah. He's saying having a list of barter items could be possible. How hard is it in a plugin, in a list like that, a list of barter items, to like put a check mark next to something to choose it? There's a burning bush to our left. Over here. Sorry, brush. So, because what I'm thinking is like, you know, if you made a list of the things available, and then I was like, okay, check this because I'm looking for this, and check this because I'm looking for that, and then maybe it would just go ahead and give me like, you know, so I could just say, show me only the things I have checked. I'm giving him ideas. They may or may not be good ideas or useful ideas, but I'm giving him ideas. And he points out that yes, checkboxes exist in Lotra Lua, which is what he has access to, what everybody has access to when you're making plugins. So it is a possibility to do stuff with that. All right, off we run looking for another burning brush. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, that bird may have followed us. Yeah, I'm getting more steel tokens, though. That's nice. And because those only occur during the anniversary festival, it's just like once a year that you can collect those and spend those. So it's nice to have those coming in. Because I'm not getting them over on Meriadoc very well. Not doing so much on the landscape there. Excuse me. I am at 9 out of 10. Excuse me. Dame Hypatia says hi, everyone. Hello to you. Good evening. I am dealing with allergies, but aside from that, we are running around in like North Athelion, gathering up things and taking care of things that are on fire and stuff like that. What are we looking for? Oh, I was hoping we were done. Okay. There is one more that we can get, one more of these herbalist quests. And it deals with these fire starters. But they're a little difficult to do, so they take a while. But we can start on this guy. It's not the kind of thing where you can gather and then do a whole bunch of them at once. You have to do them one at a time, basically. That would be a bad idea. So, yes, you have to do 10 separate and distinct separate and distinct combats. Ready to advance the grip of Mordor. We have defeated many of the enemy's forces in North Ithilien. Good job, us. I just saw a fire starter. Hang on, he's over by that bear. I'll get him over here.
This one?
Are we looking at the same one?
Nope.
All right, I'll pull this one, and then we'll get yours. I was doing my best not to encounter the bear. Thank you. Oh, you found a doe. Doe. Yeah, there's a part in The Simpsons where they run over, I think it is a topiary deer or statue, and yeah, there's like they're all the family's in the car, right? So Homer's like, "Don't," and then I guess Marge says, or maybe it's the daughter says a deer, and then Marge I think is like a female deer. Cracks me up so bad. This is not a recent Simpsons episode, just in case you were curious.
Possibly 20 years ago.
Oh my gosh, that's true. It could be a 20-year-old episode. Holy moly. Alright, that's 6 out of 8. Just need 2 more. Oh, there's one. Talking to the bear. Alright, hang on. There we go. Got him without the bear. I don't know what I've done, but my bow ends up on fire sometimes. I'm like, huh. I don't know what that's all about.
1994, by the way.
Apparently that episode was from 1994. So, is that 30 years ago? You know, sometimes a good joke sticks with you. Okay, we've done all the fire starters. Now what?
Back to Hannah.
Okay, cool. That I can do. Let's get out of here. Yeah. Super sleepy cat. All right, we can turn this in.
Would you help
This
bear
guy.
my burden?
And we did some more for this guy.
Take heart, allies. I sense a
And then
shift
you want me
in
to
the
take
wind.
us
Defy
to
the enemy and take back
Camp of
these
the West?
lands.
Host? Waste? Okay. All right, we'll just do breakdown. See if we can do the... That's true, because it's late watches now. We're going to be... In 18 minutes, it'll be 4 dawn. So we picked up... Dame Hypatia, I don't think you were here yet, but we picked up the fireworks quest. And either we were too early... Did you get the travel? Oh, you're on your way. Yeah, so either we were too early and it hadn't actually started yet, but we've got the quest, or it's not working right. So, all things are possible. Yeah. But we did the letting off fireworks, the sparking an interest quest earlier, and that went great. There was plenty of options. All right, fireworks announcer. Now, Winston says, let the show begin. Okay. Hey, we're working. Launch a yellow. That's interesting. Maybe we had to go away and come back in order to trigger it for some reason. So I'm using the plugin, the Festival Buddy plugin. And so this shows me the timer here, and it puts a box around the fireworks that are applicable for what the fireworks announcer has said. So I don't have to think so hard, which is great. I love it. Oop. And it lets me know where am I in what he has said. Hey, can I move that by any chance? No, probably not, huh? Doesn't look like it.
What?
Oh well. I wanted to move the words. There we go, red.
No.
Oops. Okay. Because it's right with the launch the correct firework. Kind of munged together. That's okay. Yes, they are. So here's the thing. The reason why this timer is good to know is it starts off with like whatever it was, 16 seconds or whatever. And it's got the box around the thing. Now, the cooldown though is back now. So in theory, I could launch it again within that timer. You could launch it twice within that timer if you're fast. Oh, I guess it was like 18 seconds. So if you're fast enough, you can get it a second time within the one timer. But that's why that timer is there, to let you know, hey, you're getting really close to the edge. So if you're gonna let one off now, be very careful. You know, that kind of thing. And which I appreciate that. Oh, 20 seconds. Okay, so B4 points out that it's 20 seconds between announcements, but the fireworks have a 2-second induction, so you only have an 18-second window. And then the cooldown on them is, it says 10 seconds. So in theory, I could, launch another one, but it's a little risky.
Basically do 3 for every 2.
Yeah, basically because of the way the timers go, that you can do 3 fireworks every 2 announcements. You can fit it in there. Because then by the time you're waiting for the timer to finish for that, it comes back around. So you get almost to the end of the second one and you're able to set off the third one, but that's okay. I'm just doing it easy peasy.
How can
All
I
right,
be of service?
there we go. I have completed that. So now I should take us to Camp of the Host. Awesome. Travel skill guide to. Oh, how funny. Oh, that's achieve levels. Right. I was like, what haven't I done in my class skills? All right, so we're going to turn this into Mithrandir. Thanks, man. And then I can go ahead and open my little 4G baskets. Oh yeah, and then this is a pouch of Athelian Essence fragments. Contains at least 1 fragment of an Athelian Essence. It may also contain a scrap from a scroll. So, got stuff. Okay, so... Oh, you're looking to see what you could get? Let's see, this guy is the tokens. And I have the muster and the guide to here. So, yeah, travel skills. I don't have the return to, but I don't need that because I have the guide to. And I tend to do that. I just get the guide to, and I don't get the return. That way I don't get them mixed up. Housing. I've got some housing stuff that I could pick up. Anyway, I might take a look at this for a second. Ooh, I've got a few things. Yeah, I have a horn. But if you want to go ahead and get ready, and I will work on wrapping up.
You don't want to do the last 2
Last 2 what?
quests.
I don't have any more quests. No. I'm good. I think I will, take a look at a few things and then wrap it up. Yeah. So feel free to go off and do whatever you want to do. Prima. So, okay, so I have a bunch of these tokens. I'm just looking at this. And I have this Host of the West silver piece. I don't know what else they're used for. I could go on to the wiki and check. But I could just get this Tome of the Red Fox. Like, why not? So I'll go ahead and grab that just because I can. So we're going to learn how to summon a friendly red fox, because those are cute. I like foxes. Let's see what else they got here. Respected, return to, guide to, okay, honored. Some recipes. Oh, the spooky horn emote. Did I not get that yet? Ooh. Well, let me grab one of those. I know people over on, well, I should look at it. This is bind on acquire. Okay, so you have to earn it yourself. You can't give it away to somebody else. That's too bad. I know when I'm doing role-playing stuff over on Mariodoc, sometimes people have that, and it's kind of funny. So, okay, so I've got some stuff from you. So now, earlier we were talking about how this wrapper is broken at the moment, and you have to do like 10 of each. So you have to do 10 quests and 10 festival instances. Well, there's only 6 festival instances. So, you know, we did all 6 of those. Missions. Sorry, missions. Yeah. So we did 6 missions. I didn't mean instances, I meant missions. Used the wrong word there, sorry. Anyway, so they're going to fix it, and I think they're fixing it Wednesday, but, you know, that's tomorrow, I guess. But I'm in the middle of the wrapper, so I'm like, well, should I just keep going? Like, I don't know. But, and I'm also thinking maybe I'll just keep going because, like, each of these quests actually counts for giving me tokens, which is lovely. So, like, I gotta finish giving him an ale. And then he's going to say, hey, can you take a bracelet to comb? I'll be like, yeah, sure, I can do that. Oh, you know what? So here's the thing I've been doing, and maybe I'll go to comb in a few minutes, is I'm going to send some stuff over to Mariodoc. So I'm going to transfer a character from here and send with them some stuff. So I've been putting a, where is it? I've been putting a, like, you know, making a care package to send over to the other server. And some of it's account bound, but that's okay because it'll still be my account, so it's not a big deal. So one of the things I wanted to buy and put in here, and I guess I didn't do this already. I thought I did. Hang on a second. Was some carrying torches, and you buy that from this lady here. Yeah, simple carrying torches. Okay, so let me look. Yeah, okay, I do have them there. I have 50 of them. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and buy more because it takes, I believe, 150 if you consume them to make a, if you consume 150 of them, then you get a permanent skill. And I'm pretty sure my character over on Mariodoc does not have the permanent skill. I was checking on her the other day. Problem is I can't remember which one she has. I'll have to double check at some point. But anyway, these tokens, like I said, they're only available during this festival to spend on these things. And you can only acquire them during this festival. So I'm probably not going to end up acquiring very many of them over on Mariodoc, but I have a ton of them here. So I'm like, so this is the place to, you know, get them and get the things that I want to get and then send these things over to the other server. I'll probably wait till after this reward track is done. Oh, which we have to finish today. So after you're done streaming, we'll do some more of that. Yeah. All right, so let me throw some of this stuff in my shared storage. So those go there. And those go there. So there, now I have 150 of those, hooray. Cool. Now, one of the things, well, I'll just ride over because I'm not going to do it right now, but sometimes what I do when I need to go to Combe as a hunter, riding over land here takes some time, and it's kind of like whatever. And there's no direct travel from, okay, so of the 4 starter areas, so Bree, Mickledelving, Kellendam, and Thorns Hall, 3 of them have direct travel to Combe. like swift travel. One of them does not. And the one that does not is Bree. So if you're going from Bree and you say, take me to Combe, it's slow travel like this, which is hilarious. So sometimes what I do when I'm going to Combe is I will use my hunter travel to go to Mickle Delving, and then, and that brings me out like, you know, right here, which is kind of funny. And then I'll use, then I'm right there and I can grab her, you know, get her gifts. So it's kind of funny. But it's handy that she's, you know, it's right next to where you need to be, right? All right, so there's a wood carving. I'm just going to keep going through this gift chain because it resets on like Mondays and Thursdays or Tuesdays and Fridays. I forget which day. And I believe this is giving me LI experience. Let me double check that though. Okay, so I need to go up to here. Generally, every festival quest has LI experience for your characters that are receiving LI experience. So this is still a good use of my time because these quests are really fast with a hunter. But here, let's double check. Okay, so she has that, and yeah, I'm gonna get some LI experience. Boom. She's so happy she could dance. Yay, she danced. Okay, now I gotta go deliver a hammer in Hobbiton. Yeah, we'll do that. And so that is Hobbiton Bywater. So let's pop over there. Oh yeah, I've got the packing up emote. I like that one. Kato is out. Well, she's still in, but she's off the couch. All right, so we'll go turn this into him. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. This should still be giving me some decent amount. Let's see. So, oh, we're still only at 91. And finish. Ain't bad.
Good day.
All right, so now I need to go to Farron's Court, which is the Thorin's Hall folks. So it's that one. Yeah, if you're playing with a hunter and you're just doing the gifts chain that day, it can go really fast. The problem is if you do all the gifts chain one day, then you have nothing for the next day. All right, it's not completely true. You have one of the fireworks, two if you're on long enough for it to change from day to night or night to day, and you can do both of them. You've got the letter gathering quest, so that's 3. You can do 2 horse races because there's one in Bree and one in Mickle Delving. So that's 4, 5. So then you're stuck at 5. So that's or you can do the instance. So that's 6. I think he was hollering another one that you could do. Now you can do missions. So that will be a big help. But before the missions, and then there's the beer brawl. But for example, I'm on Treebeard. Treebeard does not have a very high population. So if you wanted to do this beer brawl, you can't do it solo. You need a second person. You need a target. So you'd have to have either, somebody who's also doing it to be your target, or be somebody else's, grab like an alt account or something like that. But on a legendary server, there generally aren't too many alt accounts because you have to be a subscriber in order to play on a legendary server. Okay, so that finished off my quest chain there. Let's hop back to Mickle Delving, and I'll go do a pony race. And then I'll go to Bree, and we can do the pony race there. I'm trying to think what else we can do quest-wise. So yeah, the gifts chain is complete. We did the letters. We did both of the fireworks. Now, interestingly, there's the fireworks at the Methil stage, but you need minimum 2 people, and I think really you need 3 in order to succeed at that. Let's see, I forget which way is best. Wow, did I just turn myself in a circle or what? Holy macaroni, yes, I totally did. All right, let's follow the road. Assuming it's not changed. Before it says, oh, right. Okay, before it says, I like that the 6 new missions each count as a festival activity. Yeah, that's fair. So assuming that's not changed tomorrow, that's an easy 6 out of 7. That's true. On a regular day when the wrapper's working properly, you could do just missions and that's 6 out of 7. That's true. Well, that's what I'm saying though. Before missions, you didn't really have an easy
Hello there. Can I speak with you a moment?
7 if you've already used up all the gifts chain. But we'll do this because this will get me some more LIXP. Should be great. So I gotta concentrate a little bit. Yay, because I'm a little tired. Yee. Okay, cool. So yes, I agree that tomorrow we should... Oh no, tomorrow's too late for the LI reward track though. But yes, to finish off the wrapper, we should totally do that tomorrow. The missions. To finish off the broken wrapper. It takes 2 days then basically. Cool. So that's that. Yay. And then let's zip over to Bree. And we'll do that one. I'm trying to think of what else, festival-wise, have I not done today. Oh, I didn't do the instance. That takes a little bit longer, though. It's not like a quick one. But it does have a daily, which will give me some LAXP. So I might run that in the background. So where am I at? I am at... Oops, I keep pushing the wrong one. Nope, not you. That one. I'm into box 92. Just the beginning of it, though. So I have a little bit of work to do. We have 8 boxes, basically, to get through today. Yet. Now, I do have a couple of other characters that are pretty close to the level where you get your legendary items. So one's in the low 50s and one's in the upper 40s. So getting LI track experience with them goes quite far. It has gives a nice bump. So what I might do during the forest stream is work on running some of those folks through quests or things that give experience. Missions is one way to do it, like further adventures. Those aren't too bad, not too time consuming. So you can do those. I could do those festival ones I just did, and so forth. So we've got some options there.
Hello there.
All right, so got that. So it's probably what I'll do is, task boards. That's true. That's a fair point. I don't know if I have the stuff on me, or do you have it? Oh, wait, I think... Nope, that one. Hang on. You know, I might as well just go to kinship. Oh, and I was going to say, the fireworks that happen in the evening, they reset your timer on that. It resets every 30 minutes. So if you're around long enough, you could do fireworks, go do other things for half an hour, come back, do fireworks again. So that's kind of cool. But yes, fair point. So before was pointing out that these task boards here, what am I, 109? So I need this sort of stuff. Now, what I tend to do I believe on this server, is I give all of my task board stuff over to Affodil. So let me double check here if I have anything. Oh, sorry, I cannot open 2 things at the same time. Hang on. I don't remember if I have a task carry-all. I do not. Do I have stuff on me? Probably not. I probably would have handed it over. Okay, so anything I would have had before today, I would have handed over. Let's see if I have anything in here. I do not. I think all my task items are with Affidel. So, unless I can snag some stuff from her, might wait till after Affidel stream and then figure it out. All right. So yes. So my to-do list for today is to excuse me, do task boards with all of the characters. So also finish the LI reward track. And we'll do that by running, by doing task boards. And then running stuff. And then, that's number one. Number two is to pull everything off of the reward track. Because, boy, wouldn't that be sad to go through all this effort and then forget to take the stuff off. So, all right, I have made a note to self to do those before I go to bed tonight. Which won't be too terribly late because I have volunteer work in the morning. Okay. Oh. I have a mail. What a shock. I wonder what it is. Thanks. Let's see. I sent an in-game mail with Dole Amroth task items. Fantastic. Well, thank you. All right, so Dole Amroth. Wait, is the next one? Nope, not that one. Is that below? It's for almost all of your characters, so be sure to share. Oh, okay. Hmm? The one on the left, yeah. Okay, so Shattered Hatchets. There we go. Cool. Well, I'm going to work my way through this while B4 gets ready here. Okay. So, I'm going to work through this while you all stick around and watch B4, because I'm sure this is exciting, watching me do task board stuff. So thank you all for coming along for our little adventure today. Good luck to anyone who's still working on their legendary item reward track. Good luck getting the things that you want. I hope you are happy with the successes that you make there and the progress that you make there. And then we'll see, starting, I guess, really tomorrow evening, what the new goodies are going to be. I'm sure they were shown on Bull Roar already, but I don't remember what they were. So it's always a surprise for me, and that's okay. I'm fine with that. So, yeah, have a great rest of your day, everybody. Stick around to watch B4 as he is working on a plugin for some of the things we were just doing today. And have fun with the festival. Remember, it's been extended until like the very first couple days of June, somewhere in there, first, second, third, somewhere in there. So we'll be able to do festival again next week on my stream. So yeah, I think that's about it. Have a great week, and I will see you next week. All right, bye everybody.